VidCon, the land of dreams if you're like a 15-year-old who really likes YouTube, or if you're me. You see, once upon a time, I too was that 15-year-old. I attended VidCon Australia in 2017, where I met my heroes such as Tyler Oakley, Dodie, and Matt Pat. Now, at 21, with my status cemented as a niche internet micro-celebrity, emphasis on the niche, I was about to attend my very first VidCon as a creator, and this is how it went. 19th of June, the adventure begins. Meet Caboodle. She's a streamer and a YouTuber, one of my best friends, and the person I will be traveling with and staying with. So Cab and I pull up to Sydney Airport and have a completely uneventful flight to America. I know. Crazy, right, guys? A trip that actually begins to go smoothly. Surely this will carry over into the next flight and everything will be perfect. And with that, we were in America. The land of eagles, guns, high fructose corn syrup, but most importantly, VidCon. Now, when we hopped off the plane at LAX, we were expecting to see Mr. Deadliest Minecraft assassin himself, Clown Pierce, who we're very close with and agreed to meet up with beforehand. However, what we weren't expecting to see was like a third of the lifesteal SMP. Apparently everyone's flights just happened to get in at the same time, so me and Cab hopped in an Uber with Mr. Purple Cool Guy Ash Swag and headed over to our hotel. I would like to point out here that these are the only photos I took from that Uber, and although we were sleep deprived, we had made it to the hotel. Oh yeah, I was offered free alcohol, which was very strong and very blue. Hello. Ignore how rough I look. We just got off a 14-hour plane. Kav's putting her mask on because I made her put it on so I wouldn't have to blur stuff because I'm lazy. Aren't you having so much fun?
It's hot. I don't want to be wearing this.
Massive moves though. I got Doritos in Fiji. Yeah.
You got free Oreos and alcohol.
Oh yeah, no, dude, they gave me, where's my blue elixir? When we checked in, they were like, are you 21? I'm like, yeah. They're like, would you like vodka lemonade? I'm like, yeah, but it's blue and it's really strong. I'm gonna get fucked up before we even like do anything.
Don't be drunk for the lifesteal dinner.
I'm gonna be drunk for the lifesteal dinner. We made it out of the hotel room. That's a really loud car. They don't sell these in Australia and they're like literal legal substance.
So good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Anyway, we're going to get pizza.
With the boys and the girls and the people.
Yeah.
Lifesteal.
Yeah, lifesteal, woo! Wow, guys, it's a real American car park. Wow, I love walkable cities. The lifesteal dinner was great. However, at least 75% of those guys are faceless, and I did not want to film there. And with my weird blue alcohol and cheesy American pizza sitting like a rock in my stomach, it was time to go to bed and move on to day 2. Hi guys, it's day 2. Cab is once again in the corner because she's putting her mask on. We are going to go see Spider-Verse with a bunch of fucking people. Hi, Caboodle!
Oh, hi.
How much did you sleep?
Like 5 hours? Not much. And it wasn't connected either.
Yeah, no, I woke up because I went to sleep a bit later than you because I slept really well on the plane. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and this motherfucker was like editing. Dude, I like woke up like, "Gah," and you were like, hi Maddie, hi, look what I'm doing. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I can't talk right now. But yes, we go to Spider-Verse today.
It's gonna be great.
Badge registration. Thanks, car.
Thank you,
Okay,
car.
awesome. Bye. Oh my god, Spider-Verse is so good. I literally want to inject that shit into my veins. Anyway, we then pulled up to the Cheesecake Factory, where Clown and I drank coconut mojitos like the real hot girls we are. Unfortunately, the Cheesecake Factory had unforeseen and drastic impacts on Caboodle's stomach, so we headed home. This is where I ate my first ever America burger. It may have been cold room service, but boy, was I feeling patriotic. Ash and Clown then came over to our hotel to play Mario Kart. I won. The only reason I really bring it up is because I wanted an excuse to show you this video of Clown being a piece of shit.
Insecure. You're insecure, you're 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 insecure. You're insecure.
Just waiting for him to be done. I made a room.
You are insecure, you are.
Thanks, Clown Pierce. And then it was on to day 3. And this is a cautionary tale of why you should never trust Michaela Dark Eyebrows. Okay, I'm being dramatic. Michaela had agreed to drive Cab and I hours away to Six Flags. Thank you, Michaela. I love you, Michaela. The only issue? I cannot stand theme parks. More specifically, the rides. I've been on one loop-de-loop roller coaster in my life, the one on Brighton Pier. It fucked my shit up. I'll just let past me take it from here. Good morning. Well, it's literally afternoon now.
Hi.
Hi. We are going to Six Flags today. I don't like amusement parks, so I'm gonna be sitting on my ass on like chairs for the entire time.
Well, kind of. I've never really been to a real one, but we'll see how it goes.
Hi guys, we're in the back of Michaela's, well, I'm in the back of Michaela's car. She's kindly put on, what are we listening, spinning monkeys?
Spinning monkeys.
Oh my god, I love spinning monkeys.
So you guys can record and not have to worry about copyright.
Oh my god, thank you.
Of course.
I feel like this would be really scary to get into like a car crash too. Can you imagine like spinning monkeys playing and like you crash the car and the cops pull up?
We can test it.
Yeah, you wanna try?
Oh, this is so loud. I'm changing it. It's because like this was like the song in 2021.
I've made a really bad discovery. So I told Michaela I'm bringing my swimmers, and she just goes, "That's sperm."
Like, oh, you know, like you know what they say, I've got strong swimmers. That's like I've sperm.
I've got That just means you're like a really good pair of like a swimsuit.
It's L. So I assume it's that way.
We don't take these. We don't take those. Oh my god, guys, we're at Six Flags. I'm not gonna go on a single fucking thing.
She brought on my coaster till I screamed.
I don't like roller coasters.
I do,
Michaela
I'm
said
excited.
we're starting on one that has like a massive loop, but it's
No,
not
we're
bad.
not starting with full throttle.
Wonder Woman still has a loop though, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Guys, we're gonna fucking die.
So
See you
excited.
like never. I'm actually gonna shit my pants on this, and then I'll have to get escorted out with my shitty pants. Coming to you with a really important announcement.
Oh, no, don't make fun of me again.
Cav just like looked at the roller coaster and goes, "Oh my god, this is like roller coaster simulator." Now, this was the roller coaster we were about to go on. Michaela had promised me it was for beginners, but I was standing in the ride watching first-person POVs of this, and it was not helping. If you ever want to feel pure dread, I highly recommend this video. And god, I feel so bad for like everyone around me at this point. I was practically vibrating with fear and would talk about how anxious I was to literally anyone who would listen. But I promised myself I would go on, and I did. And fucking hell, let me tell you, I have never screamed so loud. I actually had a sore throat the next day. My eyes were closed and I was just clinging on to like the thing that held me in like this. I am never going on a fucking roller coaster again. Michaela, you lied to me.
No!
Awesome, what are you saying? That was so cool. She's literally fucking insane. I literally like my eyes were closed half the time and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that shit again.
I was having a blast.
Fuck you. Now, here is where I made my second mistake of the day. That morning, Cab and I had had some Starbucks coffee before Six Flags. What you didn't know is that it is the only thing we had consumed thus far. I was feeling pretty shaken up after the coaster, but I still decided that I need to eat. This is when I saw, illuminated by a holy light, Big Pretzel and Blue Icy. Look at that joyous and whimsical smile. She did not know the consequences of her actions. The consequences were just pretty much that I felt incredibly ill. Once again, fighting for my life in the backseat of Michaela's car this time. And this meant when we got back to the hotel, Cab headed out with some lifesteal people, but I opted to stay in. Well, until even I got hungry. Honestly, this might have been one of my all-time lows. You see, I specifically remember seeing 2-minute cup noodles for sale in the hotel lobby, and boy, did those seem like an ideal meal. So, I psyched myself up to get out of bed. However, I did not psych myself up enough to get out of my pajamas. My pajamas that consisted of a Dan Howell World Tour shirt, dirty grey sweatpants that hadn't been washed since the plane, and shoes with no socks. So, I, in my very sorry state, started to approach the hotel lobby, and in my peripheral, I see her, my savior, my angel, my cup noodle. But when I looked closer for more than like 2 seconds, I realized that it was spicy. And look at me, do I look like I can tolerate spice? However, like the brave soldier I am, I did not give up. In fact, I made the long 2-minute walk to Walgreens, where I finally found what I was looking for. I then proceeded to get back to the hotel, where I realized they didn't give me like any fucking chopsticks or a fork in the packaging. In Australia, they give you something in the packaging, and there were freeze-dried vegetables. I know, guys, I was defeated by freeze-dried vegetables. Don't worry about it. I spent 10 minutes trying to pick them out with like a pen that you write with. I ended up getting ink all inside of the cup noodle of the, you know what? I'll just let her explain. Really important life update. Problem is, guys, I got hungry, and you see there is no food in the room. I lied. There is food in the room. There is clown-pierced chicken tender from over 24 hours ago. Bought myself instant lunch. Motherfucker is having lunch instantly. So you see what I've done is there were 2 stirring sticks, small plastic stirring sticks that came in the room for like coffee. So this is my current setup. And the problem is the noodles keep slipping off the stick because they're plastic. So I'm having a really good time. I hope you guys are having a great VidCon or whatever, enjoyable YouTube I'm so tired. All I want is chopstick and noodle. So, hey guys, this is the life. Personally, I think I'm living the dream.
It's really cool. Anyway, see you guys in the morning.
Yeah, so I'm just now realizing that the most dramatic and probably longest section of the video so far has just been me complaining about my cup noodles. That's awesome. And with that, we were on to day 4, which is the first day of the convention. Cab was bouncing off the walls and went in super early. However, I just wanted to sleep because I'm an old fuck. So I headed in a little later.
We made it! I'm at VidCon. There is like, oh, I should not be there. There's like the entirety of Lifesteal there and half of them are faceless. I'm just trying to find someone to get pretzels with me. That's all I want. Please, just one pretzel. I'll update you when I get pretzels. I left. I went to go get food. There was a massive group. I left them. I was hungry. The top of my head is so fucking sunburned. But food time, I'll update you when I have food.
Heartbreaking news, guys. I never actually got those pretzels. However, I did get a bunch of free shit at the TikTok lounge. And more importantly than the free shit, I found a group of people that I could attach myself to the hip to, and they couldn't force me to leave. Oh.
Made it into the TikTok lounge and I found a bunch of people that I like and are cool.
Oh my god, it's Hannah!
Whoa. Oh, that's me! Holy shit! Oh wait, all you can see is my YouTube gaming hat. Yay! Free food! Yay! I'm protected now. The real protection, don't need a condom. No one's gonna fuck you if you're wearing a YouTube gaming hat. Oh my god!
You see an hour just in a month, it's okay.
This is what they meant when they said Discord kittens. It's a literal Discord. It's a literal Discord kitten. Yeah, I'm here all night, guys.
And then we went outside, which is a big achievement for streamers.
Dude, look at the amount of dyed hair in this video. Really pretty, like out here though. Like this area is so pretty. Oh my god.
Very nice.
And finally, I called it a night. Yeah, VidCon is probably like the one place where it's socially acceptable and like almost expected to film, but I have chronic anxiety and that is not happening. So we move on to day 5 and day 2 of the convention. And looking at my phone, wow, I filmed a grand total of 2 things here. The first was catching up with Mina, and the second was waiting in line for the Ted Nivison meet and greet.
It's Mina! Ah! Yeah, that's the only exciting thing on day 2 so far.
Real.
Meet and greets are weird because you'll just kind of chill and then you'll hear like the screams of the damned every time like a YouTuber walks out into like that meet and greet area.
Now, I waited about 2.5 hours in the line for Ted. And by the time I got to the front, I was super nervous. And when I met him, he was just like, so chill. Like, so chill to the fact that I didn't know what to do. So obviously, being the social god I am, I walked up there, stared at this 6-foot man before me, and started asking in a really squeaky voice how his day was and if he liked VidCon. Thank God he found it funny, and then he picked up on my Australian accent. This accent is dumb and I don't like it, but if it has any benefit, it is a fucking talking point. So he then started speaking back at me in that fucked up Australian accents that only Americans can do, and we got our photo. And if you thought our day couldn't get any more exciting, this is when our group made the pilgrimage over to Olive Garden.
Hey guys, Cal left a mask in the room. On the mission to eat an Olive Garden breadstick. I'm so excited.
And if there's one thing I'm gonna get excited about, it's free food. More specifically, free bread. You see, I'm going to TwitchCon Paris next week, and you may be asking, Maddie, how did you afford that? To which I say, So I was balling on a budget, and at this point I discovered the magic of free refills, and a genius idea popped into my mind. What if I just ordered one drink, got like 1 million refills on it, and ate the unlimited breadsticks as dinner? So that's exactly what I did. Did I feel good afterwards? No, absolutely not.
Oh my god, this feels so important. I'm gonna go for the middle one. Oh, it's warm. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, it's glistening. Oh, it's erect. Cheers.
You can see my hair.
It's good. It goes fucking crazy. Are you kidding? It's so soft and salty and nice.
Now, you guys aren't gonna believe this bit. It's a huge plot twist. Yeah, the food made me sick again. I know, crazy. Every single fucking time. Which meant I had a pretty pathetic start to day 6.
I did it, guys. Are you proud of me? I put makeup on. I did my eyeliner kind of like too big, but it's fine. It's VidCon. Literally everyone wears big eyeliner. I'm still in my like pajamas, so I'm like looking all cute with like my jewelry and then my Dan Howell t-shirt. So we're gonna go fix that.
Also, side note, look how cute this is. This is Hannah and I at like TwitchCon San Diego versus now. Oh, oh. Anyway, what made today really exciting though was the fact that ANAHEIM was gonna be here. If you don't know Junie, she was on Foolish's Lover host with me. I'll keep it a stack. I was really nervous to meet her because I genuinely think she's really cool and really pretty and she's just but she was genuinely like the biggest fucking angel.
Look who I found! It's fucking Junie! It's the Maddie Milkberry. It's the Maddie Milkberry!
She was the goat. Speaking of goats, we then picked up Michaela, who was also coming to the con today.
Club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go.
I was gonna say we picked up Michaela, but like that works
too.
too.
Doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow.
In all honesty, I didn't really film much else that day. I was mainly just taking in as much as I could before we flew out the day after. Looking at my footage though, I did manage to film my friendship bracelet, which I mean, it's a really cute bracelet, guys. Look how cute it is.
Sorry for not filming, I made a friendship bracelet. That's it, that's your update.
And finally, as I was getting all emotional and giving my goodbye hugs to everyone, one of the strangest things I have ever experienced happened, and it came in the form of steadily approaching saxophone music. This guy had a traffic cone shoved in a saxophone and just started serenading our group. Anyway, here's the sappy shit I promised from earlier.
And just like that, I've like just walked out of the convention center for the last time. I think the last day was honestly my favorite. I'm gonna get like teary-eyed because I'm leaving tomorrow and I haven't even processed it. And I know damn well I'm gonna be watching this video like while I'm editing at home and being like so sad that I've left. I met like some of the fucking coolest people today. Like everyone was so nice. I was way more excited for TwitchCon because I was like, I don't know anyone here because I'm Australian and like I'm a lot more on Twitch than YouTube, but the people here were just so kind and so lovely and so friendly that now I'm like, I'm really sad. I'm gonna miss these guys.
Now, on our very last morning, me, Cab, Clown, Mark Prometheus, Woogie, and Ash Swag all pulled up to the Cheesecake Factory. It was here that I tried to use my awesome tactic again of spending $0, which means my feast consisted of water, free bread, and all of the scraps of food that Ash didn't eat. Now, you think this would be the end, but you see, things had gone a little too well for me and Cab, and we were about to experience divine intervention in the form of Los Angeles traffic. You see, our flight happened to be at the same time as Vitality, Vortex, and Woogie, so me and Cab decided it would be a great idea to carpool. The boys were a bit late, which was fine, but we booked our Uber XL, and all was well and good. But that was until the Uber in question actually showed up. Now, the Uber did fit all 5 of us, yes, but what the Uber didn't fit was the insane amount of suitcases that we had. And oh my god, this poor woman, she was so sure that our bags would not fit in her car, but we were determined, insanely determined. If we ordered another Uber, we would probably just not make our flights, and that was a reality my ass did not want to deal with. So we pile into the Uber. Woogie is literally trapped under a suitcase. I have one in front of me, so my legs are stuck in like a cross position. I'm pretty sure Vitality was also holding a suitcase on his lap, but none of that mattered because we were moving. Well, we were moving for maybe like a solid 20 minutes where we were hit by the cruel mistress that is LA traffic. More specifically, the LAX traffic at 9 p.m. You see, our flights took off around midnight, and it's a general rule of thumb when flying international that you get there around 3 hours beforehand. And man, this traffic was fucking our shit up. I'll be honest, I was silently crying in the back of that Uber, tears slowly streaming down my face as I realized, holy shit, we could actually miss this plane. And this is a very expensive flight. Traveling in and out of Australia is no small task. Poor Woogie, who was also in the back seat with me, definitely saw me crying and politely didn't bring it up to the rest of the car. Woogie, you are literally the goat, thank you. I was in this backseat, texting friends to try and call LAX to see if we would make our flight. So when we eventually made it to the airport, with an hour and a half to spare before takeoff, Cab and I fucking legged it. I have never been that focused on getting to a destination in my life. Poor Cab was trying to make jokes to like lighten the mood, but I was locked onto my target of gate 204. By the way, gate 204? How the fuck does LAX have over 200 gates? I hate it so much. But we made it. Somehow, by the grace of some divine cosmic fucking winds, we stumbled into that terminal, red-faced and so out of breath. But the satisfaction of making that fucking flight was one of the biggest reliefs I have genuinely ever experienced. It turns out we got from the start to the finish of LAX in like 30 minutes, which is just insane. And with that, I was home. As of recording, I got off that plane 2 days ago, and I still can't believe that this is the life I'm living. I'm off to TwitchCon Paris in less than a week, and none of it has set in. So to all of you, from the very bottom of my heart, thank you so much for supporting me and letting me live this life and have these experiences. To everyone I met at VidCon, you were incredible, and it was an absolute honor to meet you, and especially the people who recognized me and came up to say hi. It definitely made me more excited than it could have ever made you. So thank you all for watching my Twitch, and hey, maybe my YouTube will blow up one day too. I hope you enjoyed my silly ramblings about America. I'll try to keep the ends short and sweet so I don't start getting sappy and literally crying. Also, please subscribe because I didn't say that. I'm a very small YouTuber. It would be really cool. Please subscribe. Please. Okay, bye. Bye.